Hey everybody, HisHolyWarrior here. Welcome to the first episode of Why Am I Playing This? For the first episode, I am doing Star Wars The Force Unleashed 2. Yes, I know, it's an older game. Been out for quite a while now. But I just got it, and I decided this would be a great game to do the first episode on. And like the description for the playlist says, it's not necessarily current games. New just released games anyway that I'm talking about. As you can see, Force Unleashed 2. Honestly, not a lot of difference between it and the first one. There's some new enemy types, stuff like that, and you're dual wielding. Here you're seeing the Force Powers upgrade screen. Exact same Force Powers as last time. I mean, literally no changes whatsoever. And it looks a little better than the first one, I think. As always, the thing about the first one that was so awesome was the combat. Using the force powers in combination with the lightsaber strikes was always awesome. And the dismemberment. The dismemberment was always awesome. But yeah, there's not a whole lot of difference between this one and the first one. There are several glitches, obviously. Nowadays it's almost impossible to find a game that doesn't have glitches, but here in a little bit you're going to see some that are they're not game breaking or anything like that, but you're kind of like, really? They couldn't have fixed that? And a warning, if you have not played this one and you want to, you probably shouldn't watch too far into the video, because this is actually the final stage. This is when you go to fight Vader. So if you don't want the ending of the game spoiled, then you should probably not watch all of it. Not that anything totally epic happens or anything like that. It's kind of a disappointing ending to. The story is great up to this point, and then the ending, you're thinking, oh, this is gonna be.
I can't wait any longer.
Listen to me. You can't do this alone, and we can't take this facility without you. We can do this together.
There's no time. I'm sorry, but you know that I have
to. Yeah, these guys right here. I'll get back to what I was saying previously here in a second. Those enemies right there are extremely annoying, because you can't hit them with your lightsabers until you shock them. Literally anything you try to do to them before before shocking them, they will dodge it or block it. They will cloak, and you can't hit them. Yeah, back to what I was saying previously. Yeah, there's this whole build up, and yeah, you're kind of let down at the end. And honestly, okay, I guess that was the Force Unleashed equivalent of the Mass Effect 1 elevator loading screen.
She's close, General. I am not stopping.
We're losing your signal, Star Killer. Just stop.
I'm done arguing, General. I have to do this.
How is he not hitting himself in the back of the head with those lightsabers? Or cutting his elbows off?
Judo!
Seriously, my arms would be gone right now.
Where is she? Say something!
They are the memories of a dead man.
Whoa, okay, he's high right now.
Vader! Come on!
Dude, how many times have I told you not to use cocaine?
Who are you?
You know it's me!
See, I'm pretty much convinced that's what the Force actually
You're a
is.
monster. A thing.
It's just guys who have taken way too much cocaine and they think they have all these powers. Really, they're a bunch of homeless guys swinging empty paper towel tubes at each other, cardboard
Just
tubes.
a body filled with the memories of a dead man.
Speak! What have you done to her?
And Darth Vader is actually a homeless guy with a bucket on his head and an old oily blanket strapped around his neck.
Must learn to hate what he loved.
A robot that looks like a woman? That's kind of kinky, actually.
It's me, you coward!
Man, I just really don't want to talk during this part because they're talking. But yeah, the Force powers are exactly the same in this game as as they were in the first game. You know, it's not really the Force Unleashed, but it's still, you know, it's still awesome anyway. And also, like I was getting ready to say, the final, or I mean, that these games really don't fit that well into the Star Wars universe because, you know, supposedly Luke Skywalker's the only one who could stop Vader, and yet Starkiller destroys him every time he faces it.
Time before you return. Now you will surrender to me, or you will die here where you were created.
And this game is so incredibly short too. I actually started it last night before I went to bed, and I only played for a couple hours, and then this morning I played. Just before doing this video, or editing the video, I went and played for maybe 3 hours, and yeah,
Kill me. I will destroy you 1,000 times.
and yet I just completely blew through this game in 5 hours. Actually, it's less than 5 hours because there's also a few times that I paused the game and went and, you know, did laundry. I'm not kidding. I was doing chores, you know, while I was pausing it, while the game was paused. So really, it was probably more like 4.5, you know, maybe 4 hours. That's how short this is. There are only 9 levels in this game. I mean, once I got through this level here, I was shocked. I was like, "Are you freaking kidding me? This game is actually over already." I mean, the game is awesome, but it's too short. And as you can see, there's also control issues in this game too. You know, sometimes he won't jump when you want to. There's one mission where there was a bridge that was blown apart, and General Coda is holding up using the Force to hold up some large platforms for you. and you're supposed to jump across them. Well, you get across the first one just fine, but when I got to, when I was trying to jump to the second one, the double jump wasn't working right. I would hit it once and then again as I was jumping forward, but the second button press wouldn't register, so I would just fall to my death and I'd have to do it over again. I did it like 4 times before finally I just said screw it, and I just jumped straight up a double jump twice and then did the forward dash to get to the second platform, which is probably what I should have done in the first place. But you know, you expect in a game, if you want to jump forward and do a double jump, then you know, then it, you know, it will work. But yeah, there's some control issues. Now see, what's going on here is I turned his undeveloped Star Killer clones. I used the Jedi mind trick to turn them against him, and that's basically what I did through a majority of this battle. And also, as you can see, he blocks almost everything that you do. You have to parry his standard attacks like that, and then hit him right after. And there are sometimes you can catch him off guard or something.
A son. Feel hatred. Destroy me.
This I'm really not much for this platforming type stuff where you're expected to, you know, leap from platform to platform or something. Because normally I'm not that good at it, but this game with the force jump and the dash abilities, it kind of makes it easier, I guess. So I actually don't mind it on this particular game, although sometimes a dash almost will make you overshoot a platform. You notice I'm not using force push or anything like that. Well, it's because it usually doesn't work on these guys, these Star Killer clones. They will counter it, so it doesn't really do any good against them. And the whole time Vader's trying to throw stuff at me, but I kept sending the Star Killer clones after him, so he wasn't able to pick up any of it. That's the good thing about the Jedi mind trick. Is one of the most useful abilities. You turn enemies against each other, and you really don't have to fight a majority of the time, which I know kind of ruins the fun, but it's also, you know, very strategic. So I'm going to skip ahead to the actual final video to answer the question, why am I playing this game? The reason I am playing this game is because, well, one, I like Star Wars, and two, like I said, the story usually is pretty good. 3, it's still, you know, fairly impressive looking game considering, you know, how old it is at this point. And, you know, 4, the like I said, the action in the game is actually pretty good. You know, normally I am not.
before me, or she dies.
I will continue the verdict after this cutscene is over.
Wait, wait! I will do your bidding. Just let her go.
Find and kill General Kota. If you refuse, the woman dies. You will return to me and give yourself to the dark side. If you resist, she dies. And when your training is complete, you will hunt down and execute the rebel leaders. If you fail, she dies. No.
But yeah, normally in games I do not like these stupid quick time events. Normally I hate them. I think it takes you out of the game too much. But in this game, it actually, I mean, I know they were basically copying off of God of War when they did it, but but it still is, you know, since I haven't played any of the God of War games, I know I'm gonna, you know, a lot of people are gonna be like, what? Well, I haven't. But this game, yeah, I really do like the quick time events in it, simply because it's, I don't know, it makes you feel like such a legitimate badass. It really does. I mean, it makes you feel like Starkiller can tear apart anybody he faces, and I really like that. So on the scaling system, for my particular brand of review, I have a buy, rent, and trash. Buy being, you really have to get this game because it's epic and it's something that you will play over and over and over again till the end of time. Rent, it's a good game. You know, you should give it, you know, a look. You know, play through it once and then probably forget about it for all eternity. Trash, if you ever see a copy of this game at a yard sale for 5 cents, buy it, break it into a million little bitty pieces, run over it with your car at least 12 times, and then burn it and sing a Viking funeral song while you're doing it. This game, like I said, it's got great action. The boss battles, most of them, you know, feel like something from God of War. They feel, you know, pretty epic the way they did them. But there are control issues, and as you probably saw, you know, in some of the earlier video, there were times when Starkiller gets knocked off a platform, yet he's floating like he's still on the platform and you can easily jump back in. There are issues like that. The story is good up until the end where it kind of lets you down. The quick time events actually, like I said, make Starkiller feel like a badass. And, you know, but the replay value on it is actually really low because it's so short. You're going to get sick of playing through it multiple times. Matter of fact, you're probably going to get sick of it after the first playthrough. I probably won't go back through it ever again. I don't know. I'm going to hold on to it just in case. But my final verdict, well, it's not a terrible game by any means. I know a lot of people are upset with the first one and this one because, you know, basically everything was advertised falsely. Because, you know, it's supposed to be way over the top force powers. Well, if you look beyond that and you just look at the game as it is, it's actually a very good Star Wars game, and you know, for the Star Wars universe, it actually is a little over the top. So, I give it a strong rent. You should, if you haven't played it, you should at least, you know, rent it really cheap somewhere and give it a shot. Or if you can find it really cheap to buy somewhere, which is probably pretty cheap at GameStop right now, you should, you know, pick it up, play it once, and then trade it in again. That's my review on this game. I'm just going to shut up now and let you watch the end of this battle if you want to.
You've taken everything from me!
Your feelings for her are not real.
They are real to me! Wait! You want him dead as much as I do?
Yes, but not yet. Not until he's told us the Empire's secrets.
You want to take him prison?
To a hidden rebel base where we can interrogate him. Put him on trial for crimes against the true Republic. And then we'll execute him. To show the galaxy that we don't need to fear him any longer.
If I let him live, he'll hunt me forever.
He is the only one who knows if Starkiller really survived. We can't tell you if he's dead.
Strike.
Get something to hold him.
Yes, General.
I can't revive her. I'm sorry.
It's not your fault. I should have stayed here.
We're alive. We'll send a dozen small freighters in all directions. Even if someone finds out we have him, they won't know which ship to follow.
Excellent. And the security detail?
We have it covered, Your Highness. We'll contact you again once we have Vader safely locked away on Dantooine.
Good. This is a turning point for the Alliance. You should be proud. May the Force be with you.